We are now at the Herodian Museum, which is beneath the Jewish Quarter. 1948, the Jordanians conquered the Jewish Quarter, which was supposed to be owned by United Nations, not by Israel, not by Palestine, and they destroyed most of the Jewish Quarter. At 1967, we came back to the city. Before we built the new Jewish Quarter, we excavated, and here in the upper city, facing to the western wall to the Jewish temple, we found lots of Jewish houses. I'm taking you to my, how should I say it, to the most important building for me. I believe that in that museum you can find the high priest house. Now, there are a few houses of the high priest in different places, but I believe that this is the right one. Why? First of all, we know that they've just been in the upper city. The rest of the houses are at Mount Zion, not facing to the temple. And here we found rich houses facing to the temple, and they have a lot of Jewish ritual bath. Then in that case, I will try to convince you that this is the place. Before we will enter to the high priest house, and I must tell you that this is my my version of that. Not everyone will agree with me. You have to purify yourself, which is not usually you're not doing it when you enter to houses, only two important houses. For that, I will show you some mikvahs. For example, this is the mikveh, a Jewish ritual bath, just outside the house. The Jews, when they enter into the holy site, they must purify themselves, and house of high priest or priest is holy. Then in that case, they will do that. To find colors from the time of King Herod, time of Jesus, it's not obvious. Only rich people could do that. Then in that matter, let's enter to the house. Sadly, they're still renovating it. Then you won't see how beautiful it is. I hope that next time that I will be here, I will show it to you. If that's the entrance to the house, you can see the mikveh. You have to purify your body. That Jews used to do that. They used to do that at least once a week on Friday for the men, and once a month for the ladies. This is the reception hall. It's supposed to be like that, and maybe you will see it later on, but they are still working on it. Then the wall there is covered, and you won't be able to see it. A little bit of it you can see right on the ceiling. And you can see that we find here things that only rich people can have. Look how beautiful it is. It looks like from the Fifth Avenue. Lamps, oil lamps, but look at that one, the last one. Then so many beautiful things. And it's not the end of that. This is only the reception hall. Let's enter to the house. There's so many rooms here, and some of them you can actually find the ruins from 70 AD. At 70 AD, and now at Tish B'Av, and we are at that time, the temple, the Jewish temple, let's say in about a week. But at 70 AD, it's been destroyed, and from their balcony they could see it. And what is important for us to see that here, a month later, they burned down the upper city in that house as well. And you can see the hash from 70 AD. Look at the floor. This is the same building, same house. There's no light now, but you can see that there, in regular days, you can see that there are more to see beneath us. And again, the same house. Lots of mikvahs. You can see the storeroom, can understand it was built, what was huge. And I want you to see a little bit more of it, and please stay with me. Look at that mikveh. You see there are two entrances. One can enter. He's not pure yet, but the one who is pure will left from the left part of it, and no one will touch him. One building facing to the Jewish temple. As I believe, this is the one. To show you that it was faced to the Jewish temple, that's the building before we built the temple above it, the Jewish Quarter. That mosaic is right there, and from here you could see the temple. That's where we are standing. Sadly, the Jewish Quarter is on it, then you won't be able to see it. Then, this is my way to tell you that I believed that the high priest house was here, and not in the Catholic and the Armenian part. True or not, I don't know, but it looks like it. Now think about you. You need to be close to the temple. There's no reason for you to be out of the temple. I will take you to the Western Wall lookup, and you will see how close we are to the temple. Are we going to the temple? Yes. Then I will show you where's the temple, and I mean, from here you can see it. I mean, without that building, without that yeshiva, you could see the Al-Aqsa Mosque. And Al-Aqsa Mosque was built on top of King Herod Plaza, and soon you will see the Dome of the Rock, which used to be the house of God. And the high priest used to enter to the Holy of the Holy once a year in Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement. They are building here elevator lift for the Jewish temple, for the Western Wall, because it's as I remember, we are at the upper city and the Western Wall is in the lower city. It's difficult to walk. I can see what's happening with it. Are you waiting? You can hear the muezzin calling the Muslims to pray. He's doing it 5 times a day. It's hot now. One of the problems in of the Western Wall is the weather. There's no air-conditioned areas, mainly for the women. There's air-conditioned place for the men.
Okay, so the first level is where you're
Here it is. You can see the Dome of the Rock, which is the site of the Jewish temple.
I got it right.
And the high priest house is so close to it. You can understand that they're from their terrace. They could see it. The Jewish temple was bigger than the Dome of the Rock. It was like something like between 2-3 times higher and bigger. If you like that video and you want to see more, I do have more than 19,000 videos on my channel. Then subscribe my YouTube channel.
Unnaturally.
And at the description you will see a little bit more about the museum that we visit, and links for my YouTube account, from my Facebook account, for my Instagram, and if you want to help me a little bit with a little small help, then there's a link for buy me a coffee, and it will help me because I'm not working for more than one here. There's no tourist, there are no tourists in Israel. And one of the questions is when they will come. The answer is I don't know, but from yesterday they told us that they won't be here before September 2021. Then see you in my next video. Bye bye.